Hey everybody, Kelly Engineer here, and welcome to episode 29 of Ragnamod 5. In between episodes, as you can see behind me, I was laying down the base work for two of my buildings, and then working on the cathedral back there for Kelly Construction episodes. So, yeah, this is going to be based off the Trellick Tower, and it's where all my, it's pretty much going to be all inventory storage. It's where the AE2 system is going to go, it's where all the storage drawers are going to go, and yeah, it's based off the Trellick Tower in London. So I forget the name of the town. I think it begins with a C. Regardless, I also laid down the base work for the Big Chicken Barn. So the Big Chicken Barn is based off of the Big Chicken Barn in Ellsworth, Maine. And if you've never been there, I definitely recommend it. It's full of just really old books, really great antiques. It's quite a day trip. So yeah, I laid down the foundation for those and also started working on the cathedral. I also... If we go down here, you'll see that this is now a crystal laser lens. And yeah, it looks like a white laser lens, but because it is a crystal laser lens, I now have an increased chance to get rhodium crystals. Now I have 47 of them, and yeah, this hasn't been a crystal laser lens for all that long. I already have 47 crystals. So if I let this thing go for a little bit longer, I'll be able to upgrade some of my stuff, some of my environmental tech stuff, to tier 2. And yeah, that's really all I did. Oh, I went to the mining dimension, got so much dirt. And I laid down, I expanded out the walkway, this little field thing I have going here. And these blank spots are where a road is going to go eventually. I just haven't really worked out how the road system's going to work. Yeah, my little skyborn city is starting to take shape. But in this episode, what we're going to do is we're spending it most of the time in the Philichor over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use item conduits, we're going to use ender chests from ender storage, and we are going to hook up everything in the factory to pretty much automate everything. We're going to be making some Rube Goldberg machines. So I'm very happy about that, and I'm ready to get started. Alright, so I have just about everything I am going to need. Just about everything I'm going to need in order to make all of the ender chests. Oh, come on, Blaze Rod. So, yeah, I have my Blaze Rod chicken, ender pearl, and string chicken here. With that string, I could make wool. There we go. So we're ready to make all of the ender chests. I'm going to make a full stack of them, and even then, I'm not sure it's going to be enough. I'm also going to make filters for all of my item conduits, and once again, I'm not sure 64 is going to be enough. With all that, I am ready to get started. Ooh, new fluid cows. Molten redstone, I think I have that one. Heavy water, I have that one. Enderium, I do not have that one. And IC2 hot coolant, I have that one. Yeah, we're going to move into the factory real quick. And what I'm going to be doing over here with these slabs is I'm actually going to be painting conduit facades to look like these dark brick slabs. And I can do that. So I do need to make some conduit facades, which are really easy to make. But yeah, you can paint them to look like slabs and still hide your conduits and not ruin the aesthetic of wherever you happen to be building. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay down the ender chests where I want them. Alright, for the first time in this series, I am making compacting drawers. And the reason why I'm making compacting drawers is because it's going to be integral for the sieving system to actually compact all of the chunks before moving them into the sieves. So yeah, I'm making the compacting drawers. Boom, right here, and we're going to transport to the basement. So everything here where I have all of these ore pieces, I want them to become chunks. So I'm going to be careful here. Just take that out, destroy it, and put down the compacting drawer. Once you put in the ore piece, oh no, are they not compactable? They should be compactable. Why are they not compactable? Well, I guess I'm going to have to go to my plan B, which is the auto compressors from Compressum. So let's see if these are going to do the trick. Place this down, take you out, and put in... Oh, it needs power, consuming 5 forge energy per tick. Oh, that's no issue, okay. And it looks like you could take multiple items and put in multiple items. I don't know if I want to be able to do that. I remember, I think I used this a really long time ago. The interface seems familiar. But most of the Compressum stuff, I'm not really familiar with other than the auto hammer and auto sieve, which I will not be using in this playthrough. But yeah, we're going to do the auto compressor and the Auto compressor rationing. We're going to try that out as well. Now the power is being applied. I'm just going to drop in all of this stuff. And yeah, you can see it is starting to work a treat immediately. But what does the rationing one do? I'm not really seeing a difference. I do not know what the difference is, so I'm just going to stick with the auto compressor. So I have 15 smelteries going on in there, but there are more than 15 chunks and pieces. So I'm going to have to, yeah, 15 should honestly do. So I'm going to have a lot of these running at once because I expect to have a lot of ore pieces coming in at once. So yeah, now that I have all these chunks, boom, throw these in here just because. And yeah, I'm going to hook all of these up. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make sure that the factory can get some solar power. And I'm going to make a massive Ender IO capacitor bank. Yep, basic capacitor bank. I'm going to make the standard capacitor banks because I have the energetic alloy to spare. Alright, so I have opted not to use the solar power. And instead what I'm doing is I have these overclocked generators here. And these chickens, I made 2 extra stacks of redstone, blaze rod, and sulfur chickens, and they are all going into this crafter tier 1. The crafter tier 1 is making me blaze powder and pyrotheum dust. And then the pyrotheum dust is being put into this drawer. So what I had to do in order to get this thing started was I just used one of these overclock generators, and I threw 1 pyrotheum dust into it. It filled this up enough that it could power up the crafter, and the crafter just started doing its job. So I have, what, 4 stacks of pyrotheum dust in here. I'm going to activate this. All of the generators start powering up. And in power. Well, it should be more than that. But pyrotheum dust is by far the easiest thing to create right now. And it gives me it gives me a lot of power. So I have 15 million power already out of 1.6 billion with this full stack of vibrant capacitor banks that I made. All of the power is just being fed right into it via the overclock generators, and then coming out here only. Yeah, it's only an extract into the crafter, just so the crafter can continue doing its business. So, yeah, the reason why I'm using the overclocked generators is because, I'm just going to take one of these already, is when you throw something into an overclock generator, it uses it immediately and generates that power. If you look at the pyrotheum dust in an overclocked generator, you see it makes 24,000 RF in 0.3 seconds. So yeah, it makes me quite a bit of power. Yeah, I don't think it is the best thing that I can make, but I can't really see all of the recipes right now in the overclocked generator, unfortunately. Yeah. So yeah, that is how I'm powering up everything in the factory. Alright, the second machine that I made that is too complicated for its own good is this little baby right here. So these are all of the auto compressors, and there's one auto compressor for all 21 ore pieces that become ore chunks. So yeah, it's becoming, well, of course that one has nothing in it, but yeah, so only nickel pieces can go in here, and it makes nickel chunks. The nickel chunk, well, all of the chunks go to this ender chest right here, and from this ender chest, I had them all lined up down here in a row, and they fit into storage drawers. The storage drawers go into the smelteries, and the smelteries will turn everything into blocks. I've gone through all of the chests that I've made so far, and hopefully I caught them all, but I tried to make sure that every single ore, every single block that I've made so far has made it into these drawers. I've also done the same over here with all of the gems, all of the sievable stuff. With the exception of this, because, yeah, these princesses, they do not stack. So, because the princesses don't stack and I don't really care about them right now, I have them being trashed. I have them being trashed with a mod item filter, which is really easy to make. It's just 4 pieces of paper and a Yeta wrench in the center. It does consume the Yeta wrench, but it means that I can prioritize anything forestry will go straight to this trash can. So, yeah, that is how this machine is working. I have it being powered by this vibrant capacitor bank that is being supplied power from a Flux network. So you see this Flux point has 0 RF in it right now because this is completely full. But the Flux network over here, is, yeah, it's being supplied. So this is a factory out. And yeah, here's a Flux plug for adding energy to the Flux network. The Flux plug is actually the one over there. And what is the other? Here we go. Flux plug for adding energy to the flux network and flux point for removing energy. So the flux point is the one that's over there attached to the compressors, and the flux plug is right here. It's really easy to set up. All you have to do is just name it. Oh, and it makes a little beepy sound too. But all you have to do is create a network with this create new network right here. Select the network, and that is what this flux plug is set to. You can change what the color is over here on the network settings menu, and so long as you have a flux plug and a flux point that are the same color and are part of the same network, it'll transfer the power. And yeah, that's pretty much how this system is working. What I need to do is I need to make 6 more. Oh yeah, and it's definitely some stuttering that I'm noticing. But I have 6 more chunks over here that I've just been periodically going through and inserting in here. But I need to make 6 more smelteries in order to take care of all this stuff. And I'm going to put it on the top right here. So yeah, I'm going to put 6 more smelteries right here and just move all of these items up here to the 2nd floor. No issue there. You know, now that I've mentioned flux plugs, I should probably go over this flux powder right here. So it says obtained by compressing redstone with bedrock and obsidian. And there are 2 different ways that you can make this. So, oh, come on. There we go. So throwing a piece of redstone into lava will make you the flux, or the way that Flux Networks wants you to make it is you put a piece of obsidian at Y level 2 and make sure that there is bedrock at Y level 0. Drop the redstone with Q, or just from your inventory, slide it out, and put it directly in between, and then left click the block of obsidian, and yeah, you'll get your flux powder. I started with 4 stacks, and yeah, I think I have a little bit left over from all the flux plugs that I made. But yeah, that's how you get into Flux Networks, and they are super handy. They also cross dimensions if you have this item right here, which is a flux controller. So with the flux controller, you can send your power cross dimension, and as you see, it's super easy to make. Yeah, Flux Networks, I'm really glad that it's in this pack. It needs to be in more packs, quite frankly. But with that, I'm going to move on to the next machines. I say that, but I forgot to bring up the timers. So I have RF Tools timers here set to 200 ticks. And the reason for that being is whenever there's fluid in here, I just want to make sure that there's a constant stream going into this smart output so that it can be fed into the storage drawers directly below. So yeah, I have a timer on every single one of these in order to feed it. And then I have them labeled up top just so I don't get confused. Because some of those chunks, they look really similar. Oh yeah, see, some lead just went in there. Nice. Geez, I keep getting sidetracked. This Open Computers, I just got 4 Open Computer presents. I don't know when they appeared in my inventory. I didn't hear a little pop or anything, but these are new to me. It's December 30th right now. I shouldn't be receiving Christmas presents. Alright, so I received 2 floppy disks, a card container tier 3, and apparently a dud. Alright, whatever, that's fine. This container upgrade allows dynamically installing or removing a card from an assembled device. I have never used Open Computers. So, yeah, I'm actually going... Yeah, I need to get into Open Computers. So, one episode will be dedicated to Open Computers where I teach myself how to use it. Honestly, I hate to do this to all of you, but I'm going to have to call this episode here. I just got called back into work, and that means that I will not be able to finish this episode on time. So what? I'm only dealing with like 14 minutes of footage. Ugh. So yeah, I apologize if this episode is incredibly short, and I did not do what I needed to, but due to calls. So in between episodes, I am going to hook up every single one of the smelteries over here on this column, and yeah, after I hook up those smelteries, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to set up some basic alloy smelters and chicken roosts in order to, yeah, just automate the creation of all of the base Ender IO, ingots. So yeah, I'm Kelly Engineering. Once again, I apologize for such a short episode, but I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.